The way Mozart interweaves the themes, you know, in the earlier parts of the symphony, he has got theme number 1, it goes, it gets exhausted. Theme number 2 comes, it's exhausted. Number 3 comes, exhausted. So with 4. Then in the development, he uses these themes in various ways, developing them in minor keys, doing all that. Then when he recapitulates, he still brings them like in the first place. But just before the end, he brings them all together at one time like a choir. And they have blended so beautifully. Nobody else has done such a feat in music. Because you heard them one by one first. But at this time, they come all 4 together at the same time. Now, that is a feat. That's a feat. It's a stroke of genius. And that's why I think Mozart was a genius. But perhaps his genius was shown at that point. Otherwise, Mozart for me now. Music is special to me because to me it's a form of expression of emotions. I can't think of any other thing that can stand or substitute music for digging out what you have inside. This is Sophia Town, and in Sophia Town, we are in Mayor Street. Mayor Street is a street where I was born. The place is very quiet today, but during those days, it was just bustling with life. Most of the people today that are making headlines, like the Dolly Ratebe stayed just about next to that tree there. That was Dolly Ratebe's house. And just opposite Dolly Ratebe, we used to have Gwigwin Hwebi, who went to London with King Kong. And just above here, we used to have Obrajanam, who used to be known as the Darangu Kid. I did not pick up a violin here for the first time, but I saw one of the greatest violinists of the time here at this place at the Christ the King in Ray Street. This church here, Christ the King, church in Sophia Town, there's a lot that used to happen when we were young boys, but one thing that comes very vividly to my memory is the performance given by Yehudi Menuhin when he had his tour all over the world just after the Second World War. Fathers of this church, we used to call them the father, like the Huddlestons, the Rains, the Henleys, were very instrumental in helping needy families in Western Native Township and in Sophia Town. And by the way, we used to fight about holding his cassock, just to hold it Sometimes he used to have a bike, pushing a bike. He used to take the bike and push it for him, and others would be hanging on his cassock. And it was just a thrill to be with him, you know. Great guy. My parents knew that I had this passion for violin because my father, who was what used to call a butcher boy, in his rounds in Rosebank here, they were in Rosebank, I don't know how he came across a bow. He picked up this bow and brought it home, and he said to me, for a starter, here is a bow. Now the violin is the next. So just having that bow, I used to sit by the fireside and would be making actions like I'm playing a violin, and the bow had no hair.